Hello everyone! We've now reached the final chapters of this fanfiction. Are you guys ready to see how this fanfiction ends? If the answer is yes, let's get to it, shall we? Chapter 31. Kate told Scott about Vincent coming back, waiting in the pizzeria so badly, and wanted to see the animatronics again. He said he will be back. Why? Scott told her he would head to his house and talk to him. Vincent will probably lie about what he'll do next, or what happened. It sounds like him, and about right. The normal waitress day was not so normal. There wasn't many people as usual, and when they were here, they looked more bored. Why? Kate guessed they were gone because school is nearby, so they're probably school shopping. That reminded her that she needed to go school shopping as well. But why were the customers bored? Were they having bad days? Did they not like this place anymore? Is she doing something wrong? Excuse me, Kate says, tapping on her father's shoulder. He looked at her and grinned. Yes, he said. Kate was so short, and he was so tall. It was unbelievable. I see a lot of you aren't looking as happy as you usually are when you come. I see you and your child come every month or so, but today you aren't looking as excited. He looked at Freddie and then Chica and everyone else and sighed. Yeah, we heard there is another restaurant being built, named the same thing as here. A new and improved version of this place. It's called Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria again, but bigger and better. It'll even have new mascots. I mean, the same ones, named the same and everything, but newer and looking better. He frowned. Kate frowned as well. She wasn't told this. Is this place getting shut down once it's finished? Will she have to get a new job? Will she see Foxy and the others again? I wasn't told this. I didn't think so. You look so confused, and the commercial was first shown yesterday. This place will be shut down, and that one will replace it. They can't do this. I grew up here. This pizzeria is like home to me. The mascots are my friends. I think the same way. This place has so many memories from my childhood too. It hasn't changed a bit. But that's the thing. This place just repeats the same thing for years. The same ways of showing shows. The same words. The same pizza. The only new things are you on stage with Foxy and Freddie and Paulina the leopard. You made this place better. I can't see this place go away. Will they bring these guys with them to the next pizzeria? I think so, but they won't perform. They'll be stored up for spare parts. I don't want that to happen. Me neither. I'll lose my job. I won't see them again, unless I work there. Did the commercial show the new animatronics? Do you want me to show it to you? Yes, please. The man got his phone in his back pocket. It was the newest and most expensive phone, touchscreen, and with internet. He tapped it a few times and then showed Kate the video. Welcome to Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, a magical place for kids and grown-ups alike, and where fantasy and fun come to life. Fazbear Entertainment is not responsible for damaged property or person upon discovering that death or damage occurred. A missing person report will be filed within 90 days. Come to the new and improved Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria. New mascots, more pizza, more games, and more room. Say goodbye to the old restaurant and see this one. Introducing the new mascots, Toy Freddy, aka Frederick Fazbear. Hello, kids, he says. He was smaller, bigger, and had a creepy smile on his face. Same top, hat, and tie, but rosy cheeks and a face that said, I'm gonna kill you, all over it. Toy Chica. Hello, want a cupcake? She was also smaller, but looked so much cuter. Rosy cheeks, curvy body, pink underwear. She looked a little sexual, but it was still cute. The bib said, let's party, instead of let's eat. Toy Bunny, aka Bon Bon. Who's ready to rock? Alright, they were all smaller. Toy Bunny was light blue instead of purple. Rosy cheeks, a smile actually had eyebrows, a colored guitar, and eyelashes. He looked like a girl. Mango, a new and female version of Foxy the Pirate. Yar, mateys! Mango was really cute. Kate kinda sorta liked her. She was white and pink. She had a pink snout, red lipstick, pink eyeshadow, yellow eyes, a red bow tie, a pink belly, and about Foxy's height. She wasn't sure if she should hate her, or love her. She would make the perfect girlfriend for Foxy, but he was Kate's, so she was sure Mango would understand. Balloon Boy. Hello. He was a normal human animatronic, probably 3 or 4 feet tall, really round around the belly, a smile on his face, a helicopter hat, a balloon in one hand, and a sign that said balloons in the other. And Marionette, aka Puppet. He didn't say anything, but he smiled. Or was he crying in happiness? It was confusing. He was smiling, but he had what looked like tears on his face. He had really long black and white striped arms and legs. He was black all around except his face, which was white, and the stripes. He also had black hands and 2 white buttons on his chest. Also, every couple months, we'll introduce Paulina the leopard to you. We cannot show her to you at the moment, so you'll have to wait and see. Hope you're ready for the fun, because these guys will be ready to see you within a month and a half. That will be August 29th. Kate started to shake and almost dropped the phone. Sorry. She gave it back to the man who looked confused. Are you all right? You don't look so good. I'm fine. It's just I have way too many memories here to make this place go. How long have you been here? I came here all the time when I was younger, but I stopped when I was 10 for a personal reason. Then I got the job as security guard here, and many people know that at the moment. It felt good to be back again, so I got the job as waitress. Wow, I can see why you're so worried. Kate nodded and started crying. The man sat next to her and patted her back. Is there a way to stop this from happening? Kate covered her face with her hands. I don't think so. I went by earlier, and so it was halfway built. I think they'll turn this place into a Pizza Hut or something. I'm so sorry. Kate. You know my name? Well, I come often, and you have a name tag. Oh, right. She gave a weak grin. She looked at Foxy. After a minute or so, he looked at her as well, frowning, seeing she started crying. They didn't stop looking at each other for a couple minutes, since it was Foxy's break. You like him, don't you? Says the man, grinning. Kate glanced at him and back at Foxy. What? Like him? What do you mean? She blushed a little. He's your favorite mascot. You dress like a pirate like him. You go on stage with him often, and he's all you look at. For some reason, he looks at you too, like he likes you too. Oh yeah, he's my favorite. We were close even when I was a kid, until, the bite. He was gone and out of order until I was waitress. But I like the others too. Yeah, I forgot about the bite. He rubbed the back of his neck and noticed Kate was still looking at him. You probably have a connection with him. He seems to really like you too. He does. A few moments passed of silence. He isn't just an animatronic, you know. What? Foxy. He isn't just set up to do what he does. I mean, he is, but he has a mind of his own as well. You can ask him a random question, and he'll answer it. You can start a conversation with him like he's a person. I didn't know that. Yeah, hardly anyone does. Just the staff and the kids. But Freddy, Paulina, Chica, and Bonnie, I like that too. Mostly Foxy though. That's why if you volunteer for something, he looks at you and tells you to come up. A normal robot that can talk like a normal person wouldn't do that. They would just say, come up, looking in the distance, as if they were thinking, come here, whoever you are, whatever you look like, I can't do anything else. Not Foxy. How do you know these things? I have to take care of them. I'm around them all the time. Like I said, we're close. Here, hang on. Hey, Foxy, come here. She had never looked away from Foxy. He didn't look away from her either. He got down from stage and came to them. The man seemed amazed. You alright, lass? He said, frowning. Yeah, I was just telling this guy about how you aren't just an animatronic. You're more than that. You were? That's nice of you. Most adults think I just repeat what I do all day and can't do anything else. He smiled and rose his hood. He got a little close to Kate, so she moved her arm. Foxy saw and whispered, Sorry. Kate nodded and whispered back, It's okay. The man saw she seemed a little frightened when he moved his hood, and she moved her arm. She moved it so fast, it was like she was afraid he would scratch her. Odd, he thought. You all right? You seemed frightened when you moved your arm. He asked. Oh yeah, I'm fine. It's just his hook is a little sharp. I need to fix that. If it's all right, Foxy. That's fine, Kate. I understand. I don't want that accident to happen again. You mean the scratch during the bite? Asked the man. Yeah. That poor girl. She was only trying to help. I didn't mean to. He broke my jaw, so it hurt. It must have. Kate didn't tell me you felt things too. I do. I'm no ordinary robot, lad. Foxy laughed. I can see that. I like you. Kate, you should tell him about the bad news. I got to go. Bye. It's nice talking to you. I will. Bye. What news? Really bad news that I can't even think about. I'll tell you later with everyone else. Chapter 32. Foxy's POV. They're replacing us? Asked Foxy. They're making a new restaurant with new versions of us? Why? His ears lowered. He looked at Freddy, who looked almost worse. It makes sense. He's the mascot of the place. He's been around longer than the rest of them have. First it was Freddy, then Chica, then Bunny, then Foxy. Then, of course, Paulina, but she came just this year. I don't understand why. This place is in perfect condition. We're in perfect condition. The pizzeria isn't low on money. Everyone loves it here. We have good food, we have good entertainment, and good employees. Mostly Kate. There's no reason for another pizzeria and new animatronics, says Freddy. He looked at everyone, who were nodding in agreement. No one was happy right now. They really said we wouldn't perform anymore? That we're being used for spare parts? Asked Bonnie. Kate nodded. Yeah, it's like they're saying in their own way, out with the old, in with the new. They can't just do it. They can't just do this, especially if we don't even know about it. That's the thing that confuses me, though. You're all being used for spare parts and not performing. Why am I still gonna perform? Asked Paulina. Everyone agreed with that question. Maybe we're just getting old and they thought it's time for something new? You're much newer than us and in good shape. We are too, but we're really old. We also almost look like them. They all have red cheeks like you and are made of hard plastic. We're furry and easy to tear, says Chica. She can be really smart when she needs to be. If we're being used for spare parts, then that means we're gonna lose our lives, says Bonnie sadly. He hasn't looked away from the floor ever since Kate showed them the commercial and told them everything the man said. This must be stressful for him. He's always so happy, which means if he's sad, angry, or in any kind of bad mood, then he's in a really bad mood. It takes a lot to offend him, but it can also be easy too. Like at this moment, he's not offended, he's just sad and scared. Which means we'll be free, Foxy thought. But that thought still didn't help. It made it worse. He would love to be out of this suit and go to heaven, but that would mean leaving Kate. He couldn't do that. She means too much to him. He would do anything to stay with her for as long as she or himself lived. He felt awful. Human emotions feel really bad sometimes, he thought. He loved the happiness and just the good emotions, but he hated the bad ones. Fear, anger, sadness, loneliness, etc. Well, Kate, you're gonna be a waitress there, right? If this place is gonna be shut down and we're moving over there, you have to, right? Says Foxy in an innocent way. Kate kissed him on the cheek and hugged him. Foxy, of course, I love you, all of you. There's no way I'm gonna let you guys go without me. I don't want any of this to happen, and if I could stop it, I would. I wouldn't let you go, but I have no choice at the moment. So I'll be a waitress there and watch all of you. I'll tell them not to use you guys unless it was absolutely necessary. Only when they can't use anything else. I don't want to let them use you at all. Her eyes started to tear up. Foxy pushed her bangs behind her ear and kissed her on the cheek too. Thank you, love. I wouldn't want to go anywhere without you either. There's no place I would let you all go alone. I'll always be with you. Thank you, Kate. Like Foxy said, we wouldn't want to go anywhere without you. You made Foxy perform again. You made me have a girlfriend. You made all of us get back together. If it weren't for Foxy's accident on your arm, we wouldn't be doing what we are now, says Freddy. Yeah, it's nice seeing Foxy again. It's nice to annoy him and mock him about his long tail and eye, and, says Bonnie. Now that's enough. Foxy cut him off. Bonnie giggles some more. Foxy took Kate to Pirate's Cove like they used to. They were alone, and Kate sat in his lap as always. She snuggled her head in his furry chest. It was silent for a long while, but Kate broke off the silence. What are we gonna do? Foxy looked down at her cute face. We're gonna go to that new pizzeria, meet the new lads, see if they're nice or not. Then we'll just do whatever we need to. He said it confidently, but really, he was scared too. I'll always be with you, he thought. And if they aren't nice? Kate turned around and looked up at him. I'm sure they'll be. They're us, just better looking. We're nice, aren't we? Yes, Foxy. You're the nicest person I've ever met, other than Nico. She smiled. You don't bully me? The others don't. It's like home to me, which is why I don't want to leave. This place is my childhood. This place has you. Foxy grinned. No matter what, even if I don't survive, I'll be with you. He put his hook on her chest. I'll be in your heart. Kate put her hand over his hook. Later, she grabbed it, rolled up her sleeve, and dragged the side of it down her scar. I love you, Foxy. She kissed him at the mouth. He doesn't have lips. He kissed her back. They spent the rest of the time in there happily. Let's use our last month or so together very wisely and have fun. Foxy smiled more. Okay, lass. I made a pot of Kool-Aid, Bonnie yelled from outside the curtains. Foxy opened the curtains with a confused look. Kate looked outside with Foxy and found Bonnie running in circles on top of a table, laughing. Bonnie, what are you doing? Kate walked out, Foxy following. His eye patch was raised, which probably meant he couldn't believe his eye. What's Kool-Aid? Foxy asked. It's a type of drink, Kate replied. Foxy nodded. Why did you make a drink if we can't eat or drink? Better yet, we can't touch it. I don't know. I wanted to know what this would taste like by using Kate. She can drink it. You don't make a pot of Kool-Aid. Kate squinted at him, raising a hand at him. Well, I did. Is it hot? Maybe, maybe not. Bonnie's ears lowered a bit the childish way. He also smiled even more. So much it looked really creepy. Oh my gosh, it's hot, isn't it? Kate facepalmed herself. Hee, yep. He smiled a bit. He spilled it a bit. Kate looked at it, seeing it was red. Strawberry or raspberry? More likely strawberry, since raspberry will probably be darker. I'm not drinking it. You don't make hot Kool-Aid. Kate put out her hand as if to say, talk to the hand. But Kate. Nope. I made this for you. I don't care. I'm not drinking hot Kool-Aid. Drink it or I'll splash it all over you. Bunny's smile got a little smaller. He was still joking, but not for long. Yep, you do that to a close girl to you, Kate said sarcastically, and folded her arms. She started to smile. This was getting good. Foxy seemed to enjoy this too, because he started to smile, and he covered his mouth with his hand. His hook came to his face. Bunny hesitated, then said, I made this for you. No, he wasn't joking. When are you gonna stop doing hilariously random things like this? Never. I did this because you're my friend. I'm not drinking it. I don't like you anymore. Bunny's ears completely fell, and he had sadness and anger in his face. You love me. Kate didn't look offended. Either that's because she's used to things like this, or she knew he didn't mean it. Foxy was dying not to laugh. You drink this right now! He looked like he was ready to strangle Kate. He was completely overreacting to this, which was the funny part. When he loses his temper, it's always funny. Paulina walked out of the kitchen asking, what in the pizzeria is going on in here? She saw Bunny on the table with a cup of steaming Kool-Aid with anger in his face. Then she saw Kate smiling with her arms crossed and Foxy just dying. It's Kate giving you a hard time, Bunny, she says. Yes, she won't drink my hot Kool-Aid. Paulina then got a confused face and looked at Kate. Kate looked back at her, shrugging. Kool-Aid is supposed to be cold, and I don't want to find out what it tastes like in the opposite way. Kate! Ronnie got down from the table and stood awkwardly close to her. Kate sighed. What? Please drink my hot Kool-Aid. Kate finally accepted. Okay. She took the cup and chucked it down. That was great. Goodbye. She ran to the bathroom for some reason. Either she went there just to use it, or she hated it and needs to barf. Do you think she liked it? He asked Paulina and Foxy. Foxy just burst out laughing, and Paulina just lifted both of her hands, shrugged, and walked backstage. I think she did. He then started dancing. Booyah! Everything is awesome. He started to sing the song. Woo! Chapter 33. Kate's POV. Well, Kate said, I guess this is it. She looked at the pizzeria. No more tables, no more kids' pictures on the walls, no more instruments and boom boxes on the stage. No more flour, meat, cheese, tomato sauce, etc. in the kitchen. No more posters, no more fan on the desk in the office, no more call the cupcake on the desk. They didn't see him much, and Chica didn't talk about him much, but when you met him, he's awfully cheerful. He didn't really move on his own. He barely even spoke. I mean, he can talk, but he's just quiet when he's not around or cheerful. Kate looked outside, and it looked even weirder. The name on the top of the building outside was gone. There was an outline of it from being there for so long, but nothing else. It's almost like they're gonna destroy it instead of shut it down. I'm gonna miss this place, says Foxy. He went inside Pirate Cove one last time. He stroked the curtains with his hand. He even sat down on the steps. It's already not the same, says Chica sadly. She took a bite of pizza. Chica, we don't eat, says Bunny. Chica turned her head and looked at him angrily. I know, I'm stress eating. There's a trash can right here, and I spit it out. Bunny sighed. Well, at least I can take my baby with me, and I'll still play it. I hope I can play it without performing. But this place is where I was killed. This is where my animatronic body was made. I can't just leave it. I know what you mean, says Foxy, raising his hook, but not looking at who he was talking to. He was talking to the wall. You do? Foxy turned around and looked at Bunny. Of course I do, lad. I was the last to be stuffed. This animatronic was the last made, and I didn't perform for 7 years. I want to perform for just as long of a time as I didn't. Now, this 8th year is something I'm just getting used to again. Okay, sorry I asked. I've only been here. I've only been here a summer, says Paulina. I was just getting used to this place. Now I have to leave and perform someplace else. Someplace else? She sat down on the edge of Freddy's stage, curling up her tail around her. Yeah, this is hard for all of us, but we have to do this. Believe me, I've been here as long as Foxy has. He was a new animatronic when I was a child, but now not so much. But we have to move on at some point. Yeah, I guess so. I'll try to get a job there. I heard Scott was still gonna give phone calls there. So I wonder if Boss Freddy will be the boss again. If so, I'm sure they'll give me the job even without quizzing me and stuff. If they have to quiz you, will you get in? I'm sure I will. I'm obviously a good pirate waitress. But what about the girl fox, Mango? Well, it will be the same. 2 pirates, plus an amazing, loving, wonderful fox named Foxy the Pirate, who'll never be known again. She sighed. Again. Beep beep. A familiar sound came by. The truck to the next Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria. Might as well call this one Freddy Fazbear's Pizza, so we won't get mixed up. Kate got even worse. Guys, they're here, she said and got up. Everyone gathered around and hugged. They reviewed their plan and then pretended they were shut down. Kate carried them out to the truck. They weren't as heavy as they looked, but they were probably around 60 pounds. Then Foxy came by. She hesitated. Foxy saw the worry in her face and smiled. Don't worry, Kate. You'll be okay. I'll be fine. You'll be the waitress there and convince them. She nodded. I know. I'm just afraid to find out what the place looks like and what your new versions will act like, and if the plan will work out. She looked at the floor. Foxy held up her face. We'll be fine. He kissed her on the cheek, and then Kate carried him out to the truck. She gave him one last kiss and then hopped in the passenger seat. What are you doing? The driver asked. Kate turned her head and looked at him angrily. What do you think? I'm riding this truck. Yeah, why? Idiot, I'm working at the new pizzeria. You guys stole this one away. My childhood and my life. You might as well steal this new one next sometime. I need to work there too. If you're going there, you might as well bring me. All right, crazy woman. I heard that, he groaned. So, you hide your scar, eh? He asked. Kate stiffened and looked at him. You know? Yeah, I never forget a face. I watch the news and everything. Yeah, I know. Yes, I hide it. Everyone made fun of it, so I covered it. Nobody knows about it, but my best friend, my dad, Scott, boss Freddy, and obviously you. It's good to know you can keep a secret for so long. Yep. They finally made it to the pizzeria. The name on the top of the building wasn't much different. The only difference was the animatronics were the new ones instead. They looked nice. They walked inside, and Kate couldn't believe her eyes. Chapter 34. Kate's jaw fell open. There was a great big party room, not much different than the size of the other one. The stage was at the same place, but not the same animatronics. There was Frederick, Chica, and Banban, and then she didn't know where Mango was. She wandered around and went through the door to the left, right next to the prize counter, where there were plushies and a big box. What was in it? Marionette? Above that door it said Kids Cove. Sounds like Pirates Cove to me, she thought. When she went inside, there was Mango standing on stage. She was so cute. She didn't even have an eye patch or a hoop, but she heard she wasn't just supposed to be a pirate. She heard she was supposed to tell stories as well. Kate smiled looking at her. No wonder they thought the kids would love her. Kate smiled just looking at her, and she's a teenager. Hi, she said, although she wasn't sure if they were just acting like they were like that or they really were shut down at the moment. She waved. Then something twitched on her left eye. She could swear it just blinked. Either that was her imagination or she did really do that. She stepped back. I'm not sure if you're really shut down at the moment or not, but if you aren't, it's okay. I know. I'm really close to the older animatronics, and I'm with them all the time. She showed her arm. Mango's eyes got a tad bit wider. She had to be awake. I was in the bite, if you know about it. I hope that we can be friends like I am to Foxy, because he's my love. She smiled. Mango then sighed and moved. Yes, I know what the bite was, lass. She smiled. And about the scratch. You were the last that was scratched, I see. She walked down from stage. Kate's smile turned into a grin. How do you know about it? Mango stepped in front of her. I'm programmed to know a lot of history about the old pizzeria, even about the older ones being possessed. You don't mind it, do you? They're my best friends. My only friends other than one named Nico. Mango nodded. Not at all, lass. I hope to be good friends with them too. Especially that Foxy you mentioned. She's interested. Kate thought. Don't worry. Maybe she just wants to be friends. She's an animatronic. She doesn't feel emotions like love. She's not possessed like the others. Yeah, he's really nice. It would be nice for him to have another pirate around. Well, I'm not just a pirate, lass. I know, but still. She held out her hand. I'm Kate. Mingle looked at her hand and recognized what she was doing. She put her hand on Kate's. You know who I am. She let go. I don't want them to be used as spare parts. You probably don't either, huh? No, not at all. It makes me sad to think about it. Kate then told her her plan. Mingle agreed. I don't want them to use them at all, even if it is emergency. I don't care how broken I may be. I won't let them. Wow, that's so nice of you, Mingle. Thank you. Mingle smiled. Then they heard something that sounded like footsteps. Quick, get back in position. Mingle rushed on stage and made it 2 seconds before the familiar man came by. It wasn't the driver, nor was it Boss Freddy or Vincent or Mike or anyone like that. Scott. Kate? He said confusedly. Kate flinched because she thought he'd be happier to see her. What are you doing here? How did you know about this place? Oh, let's see. How should I answer that? Oh yeah, that's right. The commercial, the customers, the pizzeria being closed? No, I didn't know. I just saw this place and walked in. Kate, I'm sorry for not telling you. I knew you were really close to that pizzeria and the animatronics there, which is why I did it this way. It would be easier. Why are you making a new pizzeria? The first one was just fine. Kate rose her arms. Mingle listened, feeling the same way. Scott set the notebook he was holding down on the party table. The old one was getting, old. Foxy does the same thing as he used to. No, he doesn't. I'm there now, and I perform with him. The customers love it. Besides, 8 years and performing the same thing wouldn't be old anymore. It will be brand new, like it never happened. Let me finish. Freddie and Bonnie have sang the same things ever since that place opened. Chica isn't very exciting anymore. Some kids are getting a little creeped out by the animatronics now because Chica looks like a duck. There's history of a bite which you were in, and their eyes get darker and darker every year. Kate sighed. He had a point. Okay, well, please just promise me this. You won't use them for spare parts unless you absolutely, and I mean absolutely have to. Okay, whatever. Now, why are you here anyway? I told the truck driver that I needed to work here and complained about you guys getting rid of my childhood. No big deal. Besides, I need to see how they do. You want to work here? I should have expected that. All right. No need for training or anything. You already know what to do. But you need a tour of the place. Come on. Kate looked at Mango and winked. She winked back, and then Kate started to walk. Scott showed her other party rooms, the bathrooms, the office, the mechanical room, and the vents. Huge vents that could fit the animatronics, which means they could hold like 2 to 3 humans at once, depending on how big they are, of course. Wow, says Kate. Yep, this is the new place. The new animatronics attack too. What? They attack too at night. They have some kind of malfunction in their facial scanners. They're fine with kids and teenagers, but the adults, they just stare like an evil glare. At night, they think the security guard or any adult is a threat to the kids. Smith isn't the night guard anymore. Now it's Jeremy. Jeremy Fitzgerald. What happened to Mike? I thought he was permanent. At the old pizzeria. Here we have a new one. Mike's gonna give Jeremy some tips. I'll still call him on the phone. Later that night, Foxy and the others wandered around when Scott left. They reacted the same way as Kate did. She told them that Scott agreed to her about the spare parts. They all made their new versions, and they liked them. Except Freddy was disappointed to see Frederick a little round around the belly and waist. Foxy found Mangle really nice, but just as a friend. They were just friends. He liked her look, her personality, her voice, everything. Bonnie was odd. Bonnie made fun of Bonbon about how he looks like he wears makeup and everything like that. But then Kate reminded Bonnie about the time when he tried to wear makeup and look better. Bonnie told her to shut up. Bonbon laughed. They weren't much different from each other. Chica loved her new self. The other Chica was beautiful. Curves, underwear, actually looked like a chicken, and even called the cupcake was adorable. The cupcakes met, and one was a little more grumpy than the other, but they got along. Paulina didn't come with them. She was left at the old pizzeria for some reason. The driver told her to keep her there because it was boss rules. Wait until you meet Puppet, says Bonbon. Who? Says Freddy squinting. Puppet, Marionette. You should know him. Freddy's eyes then widened. Chica thought, and then Bonnie, and then Foxy. Chapter 35. Is that someone you know? Asked Kate, facing toward Freddy. He sighed. I know him. Sort of. I never really liked him. That annoying brat. What's so annoying about him? What's so annoying about him? I think he's hilarious. What's so annoying about him? I think he's hilarious, says Bonbon. Bonnie looked at him disgusted. Did Bonbon really have to wear makeup? What'd he do? He asked. Oh, all sorts of funny things. He dances funny. He has a really funny poker face. He sticks his tongue out at you. He has a tongue? Well, he's not exactly an animatronic. He's mostly a puppet, but in a way he could be an animatronic. It's confusing, so he has a tongue. Okay, then, says Kate creeped out, backing away toward Foxy. He hugged her. Then all of the animatronics glanced toward the prize corner. What's wrong? She thought. She looked there, seeing the big present box bumping at the lid area. 1 second later, there was a big black and white puppet smiling with tears of joy. Hello, everybody! Hello, my prize peoples! How might you be today? He yelled with his arms flailing in the air. He looked at them and saw Kate, so he hopped out and ran to her. Hello, and who might you be? I'm... Marina started dancing in a weird way while she introduced herself. I'm Kate Heston, she said in a little creeped out, but also trying not to laugh. Ah, the scratch girl. You're all grown up, I see. You look as beautiful as the tie-dye button. He spoke in puppet ways. Great. He started patting the back of Freddy's head with a poker face. Ah, Freddy, my boy. How have you been? Freddy looked extremely annoyed. How can you tell? Well, his head was totally not moving downward, and his hands were totally not clenched. Well, maybe I'll tell you if you stop slapping me. Martin stopped for a moment and put his hand under his chin, thinking, let me think. No. He slapped him again. Why not? It's more fun this way. He stuck his tongue out. Freddy growled. Foxy came by. Oh, I remember you. I don't like you much either. You helped stuff us. Marionette stopped and frowned. Oh no, my young fiery friend. I saved you. He points upward and smiles again, looking proud. You're alive now and can be unharmed. Ha! Freddy giggles. Save us? How about tortured us? I hated this life until Kate came by. Kate grinned. Yay, I'm loved. Marionette didn't stop smiling. That's your fault, child, not mine. Are you seriously not hearing this? Freddy held his arms out toward Marionette, who was now standing like a soldier, feet together, arms to the side, and chest out. With a serious face like he was tough, Kate just burst out laughing. It's so random and stupid. It's funny. She fell to the floor along with Bonnie doing the same exact thing. Bon hesitated, but he broke. Freddy face palmed. Foxy was just looking at the three like they were fish flopping around on the deck like, what in the world are they doing? Chica was just admiring her new self, who was pausing as she were taking a selfie or something. You want a piece of gum? She asked. Chica then paused. What? What's that? Chica paused. You don't know what gum is? Giving her a disgusted look. Chica shook her head. Should I? Chica grabbed the package of gum. This is gum. You chew it. Don't swallow. But I thought animatronics can put food or liquid in their systems. They can't. I was joking about having it, not about the package. That really is gum. Chica nodded. Are you done yet? Asked Freddy, looking at the three, almost passed out from laughing on the floor. Yes. You're too negative, my dear friend. You're too negative, my dear friend, said Marionette, who stopped slapping, but started dancing again. No, you're too... What's the word? Oh, yeah, annoying. Marionette giggled. Now you're too judgmental. Freddy turns around and looks at him. No, you're being too much of something called getting on my nerves. The argument continued. Kate, do you want to have a smoothie? Asked Mango. Kate looked up at her from the floor and smiled more. You have smoothies? She said in a creepy way that sounded like, can I bite your head? She nodded. Take me to the amazing world of sweets. Mango led the way. Of course, Foxy was hugging Kate as they were walking. I think I'm gonna like this place, he says. Kate nods. Yeah, me too. I'm just so glad Scott agreed to keep you safe. Unless, well, you get it. I like these here new animatronics. They seem nice. That's great. Bon is almost no different. I like that. Chapter 36. The final chapter. The new pizzeria got really popular quick. Everyone loved the place and the new animatronics, but it still wasn't the same. Many others still had some kind of sadness in their faces, including Kate. The one thing she missed was seeing Foxy and the others during the day, not the new ones. Although she worked just like at the old pizzeria. She was dressed in the same waitress outfit, only a different look of the logo. She would perform with Mango, since she's a pirate too, and sometimes sing with Frederick, Chica, and Bon. They loved her singing and songs. There were more employees like waiters and waitresses, one waiter and two waitresses, So Tichika still helped with serving pizza, drinks, and desserts. For 10 minutes a day, Kate would help sell plushies, but she preferred waitress. School? It's back, says Foxy. They were all sad. It's been a week at this new pizzeria, and none of them have been used yet, which is great. Yes, it's back, and I have to go. I'll miss you a lot, Foxy. She hugged him. But Kate, what if they try to use us while you're gone? Asked Chica. Kate shook her head. I don't think they would do that without my permission, especially Scott. He knows I'm really close to you. But still, Scott has broken a few promises before. If he breaks this one, what will you do? Asked Freddie, who all of a sudden got very interested in his feet. If he does or did, then I guess the next time I see him, after he does, remind me to punch him in his big, stupid phone face, and then tell Boss Freddy. Hopefully he will fire him. Otherwise, I'll go grab Nico to do it for me, since, as you all should know by now, loves to hit, slap, punch, and poke people. Bunny seems to find it glorious and fascinating. She giggled. Bunny then fell to the floor, remembering the time Nico punched Scott in the face for upsetting Kate. Yep, he laughed some more. That was my favorite day of her. He grabbed his stomach. Kate honestly didn't know why he did that, since he's an animatronic. He shouldn't have to feel pain or anything there, unless he just shook so much his service circuits or bolts just got loose or something. Really? Says a familiar voice. That's touching. Thank you. All of the animatronics looked at Nico, who was standing in the doorway of backstage. Hey, stranger, says Kate, hugging Nico. It's been a while. Yeah, I just came to check out the new place. Kate, you must have felt awful moving here. Kate's smile turned into a grin. Yeah, I don't like to think about it. But that's not the only reason I came. I wanted to meet the new animatronics too. She looked around and then the toys walked in smiling. Hi, hello, ahoy. Then they all said. Well, then Marionette, who said, oh, hello, young lady, while doing a funny wave and a stupid face. And I thought Bonnie was weird. Kate thought, this is so much worse. But I like it. But I love it. Well, hi. Nice to meet you. Nico waved. Ahoy, lass. I'm Mango the Pirate. I tell stories too. Nico shook her hand and looked at Kate winking. Be sure to not get Kate too jealous. That made Kate just want to strangle her. Mango laughed. Oh, don't worry. She'll be fine. You're pretty. Thanks. Then Frederick came up, tilting his head and lifting his hat. Hello, Nico. I'm Frederick, aka Toy Freddy. Nico shook his hand as well. Nice to see you in person. She glanced at Freddy, who was smiling at her. Freddy and I seem to have a relationship. Really? Well, that's great. I saw Kate and Foxy have one too. Bonbon came up next, already being his weird self. He was walking with his legs far apart and his arms bent up with the three front fingers touching together with the thumb. Sup, name's Bonbon. He didn't hold out his hand. Nico guessed his way of doing it and guessed correctly. She scratched her face up, making a double chin, stuck her tongue out, and crossed her eyes. Woo! Another weird person to join the group, Bunny. He then yelled while high-fiving her. Yeah, she said. Up next came T-Chica. Hi, I'm Toy Chica, but you can say T-Chica for short. She giggled in a girly way and lifted up her right leg as if it were a romantic moment in a movie. Hey, you look Isn't she just gorgeous? Asked Chica, still admiring her new self. Yeah, Nico thought, disgustingly gorgeous. Too girly, she scolded. Marionette stepped next. Hello, dear friend. How shall you be at this age? He bowed. Nico looked frightened and turned her eyes toward the others, and all of their faces just saying, just go with it. Fine, I guess. Do you know me? Why, yes. I saw you during the buy. You and Miss Kate here have been friends for such many years. Grammar, she thought. Kinda stalker, too. Balloon Boy came by. Hello? He said, offering a balloon. No thanks. Hi, are you Balloon Boy or BB? Nico crouched. BB nodded. He didn't talk much. Well, it's nice to meet you, BB. That was everyone. Nico walked toward Freddy and hugged him. I missed you so much. Freddy hugged her back and cuddled his sweet head on hers. I missed you too. I'm gonna show my scars sometimes, says Kate, opening the locker her and Nico shared. Nico looked surprised. Who are you, and what have you done with Kate Heston? They both laughed. No, I'm serious. If someone is really desperate, then I'll show it to them. But if they don't mind either choice, then no. So what are you saying is you're not gonna show it like last year? But if someone is dying to see it, you show them? Yep. Good job. Baby steps, sister. Baby steps. They both laughed and went to their first class. The end. Woohoo! My. What a great way to finish this story, eh? Well, guys, I hope you enjoyed this as much as I did. I'm gonna end now, and we'll see you next time with maybe more fan fictions. I'm still not sure what to make, but if you guys will help me with suggestions, please tell them in the comments down below. I'll look forward to see them. I'll see you guys next time. Bye, everyone.